I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We bout that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. If you looking for me, you know where to find me. I leave you dusted, I leave you behind me. I flip the switch from 0 to 90. If you do too much, I'ma do the almighty. You know I got it, you know.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in KC as their beloved Chiefs took the field, and they are set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return from his end zone, Malik Taylor. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Here's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taylor now from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On third down, here's Here's Jones. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st down, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. Yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taylor now from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The give to Jones. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give here to Hill. And a broken tackle could not free it. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll run it with Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. 1-7, their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now, this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Flush to his right. A dump down to McKinnon. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKenna. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Butker now to add the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's complete to Brown, right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through. home zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now a look at the backup, Jordan Love. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Armani Watts. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. Eric Stokes in on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Taylor. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still one. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks. All the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10,
just shy of the 30. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Play action this time with Love. That's complete to Cobb. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love flushed out right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Love.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, McKinnon. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
They can't hang with us. 51, Mike 51.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A third quarter action from Kansas City, second down and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey,
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's second and 9.
They'll go again to Jones. About 3 yards there to the 27. The Packers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. It's caught here by Adams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Jones. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Dancing to his left. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Muscles him off. He's got room to run past the 20. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, 94 yards. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. He's got a man, complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2. They're going to run forward Jones. And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole as they'll remain down by a bundle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, McKinnon. And down to the 36-yard line here. 156 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. That's caught left side by Hardman and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Going for it with McKinnon. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. On 1st and 10, Love buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On play action, Love to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He hits Adams complete. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Completes it to Hardman. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, it's a rare bright spot in what's been a tough season as they move to 2-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.